How's it? This is Isaac Fox, just your friendly neighborhood multi-dimensional being showing up authentic, raw, messy, and beautiful. This will find the people that it's supposed to find. Love you. Hello. Welcome. So today's a fun day. Everyone that's jumping on with me today is going to have a blast. Obviously, you've noticed the title. Maybe you joined on today's live because of the title. Or maybe there's a lot of people, many people that didn't because of the title. Quote unquote, life's a bitch and then you die. So for those of you that don't know me, you will get to know me and understand that I have a beautiful way of expressing myself in my own divine expression. And that just came to me the other day. Obviously, I don't believe that's true. It's a statement, however, and that is actually a saying, and that's what I'm going to get into today. I've noticed a lot of my friends, a lot of my family, a lot of my students and my clients in the academy, people are fucking going through it right now. There's a lot of pain and suffering, and I'm not minimizing it. I would never do that. I'm going through my own aspects of myself. I'm going to get into that today. And just kind of really look at the paradigm of life and life being hard and things being hard and relationships being hard and making money's hard or I have to work hard. Like all these things, hard. Life's a bitch and then you die, right? Everything's fucking hard and you just get your fucking ass kicked constantly. And then one day you fucking retire and you're fucking old and you die. Like, I don't know about you. That is not really the reality that I prefer to exist within. So I decided to change my reality. Hey, Chad and Michelle, Poppy. So, how many of you guys are feeling like shit these days? Right? The struggle is real. If you guys noticed any of my content today, I put a lot of sayings up. The struggle is real. Life's a bitch and then you die. What was it? Oh yeah, cool. And then I did some other aspects of that. So it's pretty fascinating. I just started thinking of all the sayings around life and life being hard and life being a struggle and challenging. So I decided to talk about it, and I decided to tell you guys what's going on with me right now. And long story short here is I basically just had my hernia surgery yesterday. I had 2 within the last 14 months. I've had basically 0 surgeries. I was 46 years old, and then I get to have one at 46, 2023 February, one just yesterday. Pretty amazing. My body was not fucking happy about it. If you look at me now and I'm talking now, you'd be like, how in the fuck did this guy just get holes poked in him and metal meshes put in his belly and he's up here talking and chatting with us? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'll share it with you. Michelle Poplar says, wildly huge theme for me and everyone around me. Yeah, thanks. And you know what? You were part of the inspiration of this, kiddo. You really, you just helped me remember a lot of, not a lot, but you helped me remember many aspects of myself and when I was going through a lot of what everyone else is going through. I'm still going through it today. That's why I'm bringing up the hernia surgery. I'm still going through this today. I just have a different twist on it, right? Phoenix, hi Phoenix. Awesome. Hey Jamie, good to see you. So when I did the math and when I got my right hernia surgery was February 21st, 2023. That's when they were sewing me up. This other one that I noticed my belly was a little tight and a little tender, and I know what that feels like, and I went, oh shit. So I called the doc immediately, like 2 weeks after, and got in and scheduled the hernia surgery 1 month after that. So literally I did the math, and the minute I noticed when the hernia popped out, about 8 weeks ago was pretty much to the day that they were sewing up my right side. Okay. Now what happened is I said to myself, because you got to take 8 full weeks off, right? They say 6, but lifting heavy weights and getting back into weight training, which is primarily what I prefer doing, that had to wait for 8 weeks. And I don't know if you guys ever worked out and take 8 weeks off. I don't think I ever have in my life before. You kind of think, oh, maybe I'm going to lose my stuff. I can't. So whatever. I told myself I was going to come back stronger and better than ever. And I fucking did. And I found this way of eating, and I found these supplements, and I built muscle and dropped body fat. And now at 47 years old, I'm more strong, mobile, and flexible than ever before. So when I got this news of this second hernia surgery on the left side, man, I felt sad. First, I felt pissed, and then I felt sad. And it's like, dude, I'm just where I want to be. I'm training, I'm getting my body almost exactly what I've always wanted it to be and feel like, look like and feel like and be like. And so I just felt sad. Right? Fuck. What the fuck, man? Well, for somebody who has an academy and teaches his students to ask these simple questions, and one of them being, how is this for me? Well, you better practice what you preach, or else you're just full of shit and you're just telling people to do stuff that you yourself don't want to do. So, fortunate enough, my students don't have a mentor like that. So I asked how this is for me. And so what I realized was that I can actually start hiking Cocoa Head 4 weeks from today, which strengthens my knees and strengthens my ankles, because I did that 11-mile Nepali coast hike, the Kalalau hike with a 40-pound pack on it. Basically realized that my knees and ankles, the connective tissues, needed a lot more fucking work. So I can hike Cocoa Head 3 times a week for another 4 weeks, and my cardio is going to be better than when I got into recovery. Thumbs up. Boop. And my knees and my ankles and my legs are actually going to be stronger, because the legs, tend to neglect them here and there, but not anymore. So when I move out of this recovery, I'm going to be excelled past whatever I was. So these are the positive sides of the spectrum. Positive and negative, not meaning good or bad. It's just, here's truth, which will always be truth, the neutral point. Positive and negative perceptions of the spectrum. Now, here's the painful part, right? Like, my body remembered the surgery. I don't know if you guys know this about your body. It remembers everything that's ever happened to it. It's got a memory of its own. It's got, I don't know how many minds, but every piece of your body has like its own mind, right? And governed by the consciousness, the one consciousness that is, right? It's very fascinating. Holy cow. So I am not feeling angry or sad, right? But I notice I feel sad, like my body was just not happy at all, especially these last few days leading up to the surgery, which is relatively, to be honest with you, one of the simplest surgeries that I know about, and recovery time, because they do it with robotic arm now, and there's not much going on as far as incisions and cutting open and having to heal. The full recovery time is making sure I don't push the mesh out again and have to go and do another one, because twice is enough. I didn't like it that much. I want to go a third time. Okay, thanks, soul. But here's the thing, right? It's my body remembered. It was traumatic. It remembers trauma. And I got 4 holes poked in me, right? Like 4 little holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And got a wire mesh put in me, and they got to put you under, and you got out, wake up in a room, your recovery, oh shit, and then you're sore for 4 or 5 days, and it's just quite a process. And while I was going into the surgery, God, the day before, man, I felt fear, felt the anger, I shut down, but not in the unskillful way that I teach all my students in the academy of what that means. And I'll get into that. But I basically just played video games, napped, watched TV, ate good food, did what I needed to do around the house, saw my clients, and did what I had to do for about 3 days. But that's all I did. And I was just self-regulating and contracting and coping. I wasn't reinforcing my body's feelings and what I was feeling with my mind. So that's the key, right? I saw consciously the thoughts that I would have, and I also saw the feelings and the traumas in my body coming up, and I honored it. And I was like, well, of course, you know what's coming, you know it's uncomfortable, you know there's holes drilled in you. Like, I consciously was asleep when they did it. My body was awake and noticing what the fuck they were doing to it, little robots poking holes in it. So I just felt really anxious and sad and fear all the way up until the day. And so it was quite a process of really being able to, because this is the other part, guys. I have been in experiencing joy and inspiration and power and love and connection beyond what I ever have in the past. And you know how my life is moving, my beautiful home and my beautiful family. I just have this joy in me that's just constantly, wow, just there, I'm smiling. Wow, this is amazing. My body remembers that too. And at the same time, I would have these bouts of like, oh fuck, dude, nothing's gonna work. I feel fucking horrible. What am I doing wrong? Fuck this surgery. I must have fucked up and hadn't learned my lesson, and all these thoughts. And if you add those thoughts to the fucking body, fucking being scared and feeling like it's going to be hurt, you could feel like you're on a roller coaster, right? So it's interesting to explain, because it's not just me feeling happy. It's me knowing the truth of who I am and then operating within that. It's quite amazing, and I just keep doing that more every day because of the practices, right? That I've been gifted with, these beautiful practices, the simple and effective practices, but to honor the other parts of me that aren't so, in their reality, it's pain and suffering, and so I don't consciously invalidate that part of me and go, hey man, we know better than that. It's a simple surgery, right? You'll get in and out of it. You know what to do with it now. It's quick, it's easy, simple, painless, like blah, 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 whatever we tell ourselves, right? So why would and when we do that, we're actually minimizing or invalidating the part of me that just needs to be fucking heard and understood. Like, hey, that hurt me last time. I didn't appreciate it. I don't fucking prefer that at all. I would rather never have holes fucking drilled in me ever again. I go, man, hey, I acknowledge you. I see why you would think that. And how is this for me? Right? Well, what other fucking traumas have been hiding that in this moment are able to come up? Right? It's not just about the surgery and the trauma of the body. It's also the other traumas that I had been unwilling to feel and suppressing down with my thoughts. Now I'm just feeling it, and I'm letting the body purge and dissolve what it needs to do, especially the stored chemicals of like the cortisol and the adrenaline, where there's this fun little game where your thoughts and feelings keep releasing certain chemicals. And those really anxious feelings, that's usually cortisol and adrenaline, right? So when I feel that and I let go of that, it dissolves through my body. It's dissolving the trauma as I'm consciously watching it, asking, how is this for me? But then not invalidating and also not giving in to fully of the sadness. I'm just experiencing feelings in my body, which then moves and dissolves the chemicals. And then new chemicals, which is, I told you guys, the joy and inspiration, where I see the truth of where I am and focusing on what I prefer and taking action in what I prefer. There's all these beautiful new chemicals like serotonin and melatonin and dopamine and these really happy, feel-good chemicals releasing in my body, which then the body will start to remember that. So if you guys see what I'm kind of explaining here, it's really a way of whatever the diagnosis of complex PTSD is, which more people have that than they're aware of. If you guys have any questions about that, you can definitely do some research and you can ask me about it if you'd like. since I am mastering and healing through it. So I digress. The body. Okay. So Norma Chung, hello, how are you? Samantha, it's so interesting to learn how our physical bodies are altering us to what is alien our souls. Yeah, it's very fascinating, right? And that's why in the academy I like to teach, physical, mind, physical, like 4 bodies. There's who knows how infinite amount of bodies there are, but let's just deal with the simple ones that we can see, the keys to the structure, which is basically physical body, emotional body, mental body, spiritual body. Okay, and that makes up your energy field. Okay, then you got your 7 main energy channels. Could be millions of energy channels in the body, an infinite amount, but the chakras, basically meaning wheels of light. The chakras, the 7 main energy channels, they're all here. And if there's something that we're holding into each and every one of them, they basically are showing us a misalignment from our true self. And that's just an experience that maybe soul agreement we came down here to learn. And so if we really pay attention to our body and know that our body is feeling this, and we're not thinking or making decisions or giving meaning to it. We're like, oh, I love you. I'm so sorry that you've had to feel all that. And I'm sure you were scared when you got hurt here and punched in the face here and verbally abused there. And like all these things where the body, it's like, start relaxing. And my body can actually chill the fuck out, man. It's so nice. It's like, oh, I am safe. So how is this hernia surgery for me? How is it for me? You guys picking up on that? It's fucking life-changing. Whatever feelings that I had not fucking felt that were being suppressed or hidden away that I need a little help with, here comes the hernia surgery, brings it all, it's always been on the surface, by the way, lack of a better explanation. It brings it, or no, it's on the surface, it's always been on the surface, however, it really brings my focus, my awareness, my attention to it, right? Because unconscious just means like, what about your left foot? What? Your left foot, right? I say left foot. Did your attention just go to your left foot? Are you kind of more aware of it now? Can you feel it now? Right. Before I said left foot, you weren't quite conscious of it. But then you focused your consciousness on it. Now you can feel it. So that's all really consciousness and unconsciousness means in the simplified version. It just means something that you're doing that you don't have to focus on. Right? So there was this feelings in my body and these thought patterns and these actions that I would take from that in automatic response or complex PTSD responses or whatever, okay, fascinating. I really love how my mind is working today. It just kind of just stops. So, and probably because I had surgery yesterday. And I'm doing live, but I'm having a blast doing it. So how is this for me, right? It's bringing it up to the surface. It's always been there, but now I'm bringing my focus on it. Like my right hand. Oh shit, how long you been there? I can feel you and see you now. Then you feel it without trying to get rid of it. I tell my clients, it's not about breathing through it, just breathe into it. Sometimes what's in the body, there's emotions in the body, and sometimes you don't have to feel anger, fear, or sadness. You don't have to feel those emotions that you really don't prefer. Sometimes you just feel it as tightness in the body. And this hernia surgery, man, oh man, like what did this show me through these last few weeks? It was pretty phenomenal. Hey, Samantha. Going to be in class on Monday. I love when she's able to make class. So just side note, guys, as I'm telling you guys this, our next first year cohort, I really like that word, cohort, means a group of people. We're signing up. We're taking applications. People are signing agreements, and the class is filling up, and it's pretty fucking awesome, and I'm not surprised. I'm very grateful. And this first year academy is fucking phenomenal. The people that are in our first one 3 months ago, the changes that I've seen in them and that they felt has just been mind altering. Just personality, reality, blueprint shifting. It's phenomenal. And what we're doing is I'm basically teaching them what I'm sharing with you guys right now. There is a formula. I've shared it on the lives before. I don't know how many people take notes. Sometimes it's a lot of repetition for my students to actually memorize it. There's only 3 steps. Is you notice the thought. Basically, I don't believe anything 100% anymore. But you notice the thought, you ask yourself, do I believe this 100%? If you get a yes, that's great, because that's a root paradigm. You're going to want to look at that, because that's a part of you that made a decision about life and is unconsciously operating from a belief system. So now, just as a cheat, I just go, of course I don't believe it 100%, but I noticed the thought. I asked 3 questions without following the thought. Where did I get this from? Who does this belong to? How is this for me? Don't follow the thought. Don't look for the answer. When you let go of the addiction of the physical mind, of the needing to know, you will get what you need to know from your true mind. So ask the questions. They're called quantum questions. Your mind doesn't know the answer. It gets out of the way to go look for it. Don't follow it. How is this for me? Right? That's the one, my favorite. It keeps doing thumbs up when I do that. Why does it do that? It's so weird. Like this little thumb pops up in my face. Squirrel. Who does this belong to? Where did I get this from? How is this for me? Then we get into the feeling. When I notice this thought, what do I feel? Keep it simple. Anger, fear, or sadness. Sadness has many spectrums. Guilt, shame, right? Abandonment, like worthiness. There's all these other emotions, but anger, fear, and sadness, 3. Keep it simple. Feel. And if you don't feel it, pay attention to where it shows up in your body. Let that move through you. Breathe into it. And now what you're doing is you're getting your mind out of the way, which your mind can only experience itself in the present moment or in the past. So you're getting your mind out of the way, so you're not reinforcing the feelings. You're not hitting the same thought pattern, giving off the cortisol in the physical mind, the cortisol and the adrenaline and all those things that keep us in a constant state of fight or flight. And those of you on this call, you're probably running many of the same energies that I have in my life. That's why we're talking together right now. So you're probably understanding what I say, fight or flight mode, constantly survival mode, right? It's pretty intense, very uncomfortable. So that's basically the formula. And there's an advanced version, which is only 2 extra questions. And the information that keeps coming down in the structure that we're creating. All my students, they learn their top 3 values. Why is that important? Well, you're in a structure. What are the top 3 values of the structure? There's keys to that. If you're not following that, you're most likely going to be feeling feelings that you don't prefer because it's showing you a misalignment to your true values. Here's your true values and who you truly are, whatever they are for you, because it's your unique experience. And if you're feeling anger, fear, sadness, it's most likely a belief system that is not aligned to you. Freedom, security, excellence, those are my top 3, right? And freedom encompasses love, joy, peace, gratitude, inspiration, right? When I'm all these things, I am in freedom. And I've always been in freedom. And it's just a beautiful thing. Structure, expanding in the structure. So we go over it for 48 weeks. Not the same thing over and over again, but it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Because for me, when I picked this stuff up, it took me a good solid 1.5 years of repetition and really understanding. And people didn't speak to me as clearly as I'm speaking to you. I'm literally giving you the fucking blueprint that's been around for thousands of fucking years. But for some reason, I got gifted with it. I'm able to express it and share it with people who are ready and then want my help and want the help of the Academy and my beautiful wife and my beautiful sister. Who are here, it just keeps blowing my mind. So you will get this down. OMG, day 1 of class 1 was already like mind blown. Yeah, exactly, right? Samantha, you're ready. Samantha is ready. She asked for help. She was ready for help. She received help. I hope the school, all 3 of these powerful healers, the boxes, we hold a container in this academy. The boxes, and we box this container, and here's a frequency we hold. And we're not under any delusion that we're the ones that are actually healing anybody. And we're the ones that have to teach anybody fucking anything. Because you are the one that teaches you. And Samantha, you just said, permission granted, yes, I can let go of what I think I know and believe to be true, be curious about it, step into the unknown and start practicing life in this way. And she did it, and she's having these amazing, her life literally is kind of like my life. Samantha, I hope you don't mind me mentioning this, is 1 year ago today, I'm signing my lease today, my year lease. I moved into this new place, just moved my mom back to California, just finished my hernia surgery. Where I am today from where I was a year ago, completely different. I even have long hair. I haven't grown long hair in my entire life. It's a 14-month commitment right there. I kind of love it. Kind of like a spiritual thing now. It's just, I know you don't mind. You're awesome. And Samantha's life has completely fucking changed. Like, I won't get into to all the personal details, but literally, it looks like a brand new fucking person and a brand new life. And it feels for me, I can't speak for Samantha, but it feels for me that I'm actually a completely different person with a completely different past. Because what is the past if everything's eternal now? And you're thinking of the past, well, you're thinking of it in the now. So maybe if I don't think of the past in the now, I stop creating the past, and maybe the past never existed. Maybe I only create the past in the now. I like to throw those little things at you guys to see who picks that up, but the key code is there. So if your mind is exploding right now, don't try to intellectualize it, just absorb it, okay? So, this is what we do. This is what each year of this academy is for. We go into 3 amazing fucking years. Samantha's in the 3rd year. At the end of the 3rd year, people will be certified life coaches, certified alchemical energy healers. The 1st year, however, that is my baby. That is my baby. I love it the 1st year. What came through, and when I was like, holy shit, we have 48 weeks. All of this stuff that I've learned with Candace both together over 30 years, I can condense it in a simplified version, a simplified practice as we hold space for them, and they get healings from us throughout the entire year. Practice. And they can practice it for a year and they can see the results. And once they do that, then they're ready to go into year 2, which is when me and my wife start teaching them more about how to help people and coach people. And she's getting her master's in marriage and family therapy, so she brings a lot of just the basic ethical coaching styles. It's just amazing. And then we're teaching them energy work. Now that they can feel energy in their body, they're working for it. In the 2nd year, they're practicing that feeling. All right, the 1st year is key. It's just as a healer, you don't want to be here. The only thing that this physical mind is supposed to do in any kind of healing is give permission and say yes. Yes, I don't know. Yes, I'll align to the truth of what I am and feel the energies moving through me. And so that's what year 2 offers. And then year 3, we get into more advanced versions of running energy through the body and moving energy through the body. And it's fucking awesome. And if you're not into all this shit and you think it's woo-woo, that's cool, dude. I did too. Here's something that you might really find interesting: quantum physics. I think quantum physics is probably one of the most interesting things I've ever come across, and it's been around for quite a while. And they're literally proving that everything is energy and frequency. And that energy and frequency is not the end of it. The energy and frequency is consciousness. So really, consciousness is all there is, and everything is made out of these energy, right? Lower structures of frequency and atoms that are spinning. And when they come together, they make different forms and different agreements of what can be. So go look up quantum physics, man. And that's what alchemical energy healing is. It's just being able to tap into that. When you get out of your mind, that's when I really became a healer, is when I stopped thinking I was a healer. It's a paradox, and I love it. Paradoxes are neutral. I'm a healer and I'm not a healer. What do I mean by that? All I do is I offer a frequency and I give guidance, and people that ask for my help, I give it. And if they don't ask for my help, I won't. Because who am I to force anything to anybody and try to make anybody say anything? That's their journey. So I hold this frequency in the healing, right? Or whatever we're doing here, talking, which is always an opportunity for someone to raise their frequency and heal. They can match that. They don't have to do it energetically. They just have to give permission, or they don't have to do it intellectually. They just have to give permission to say, yes, that's possible. Boom. And then the healing occurs. That's it. And I've done my service, and they've allowed that to happen for themselves, right? So that's what this school is. And you just constantly get frequency help, meet it or don't. And if you don't, who fucking cares? Maybe that's where you need to be for a little bit. And I'll be right there with you. And hence why I'm talking about the pain and suffering in life right now. Because maybe that's what people need right now. Maybe there's been so much pain and suffering in their life that they've been suppressing it, that the pain and suffering is like, you've shifted your frequency. I'm at a higher frequency. That which cannot coexist in the new frequency must be seen to be validated, acknowledged, and loved, and fucking dissolved back into infinite possibilities to match your higher frequencies. And that's kind of what's happening right now in an exponential rate. That's why a lot of people, they're losing their minds. Now, fortunately, I'm on the more of a conscious end of that, where I have a practice and a consciousness, conscious of a practice and conscious of realities in my reality, and then the alternate realities around me. Each person's in their own reality, but I don't need to lower my frequency to help them to be in their reality. I stay in my reality, where certain things will affect people around me, but it will have no effect on me. It's quite fascinating stuff, guys. So that's the point of the hernia surgery. Candace Box, I love you. Yes, my mind was blown last night, and I shifted into a new... I teach this shit still to my fucking wife. And I still teach it to myself. It's just the practice. And it's like, the more I practice it, I can understand this more completely 100 different ways, or 1,000 different ways. It's so fascinating. Michelle Poplar would definitely agree with that. And then, yeah, it's just amazing. Samantha would agree with that. So, check this out. Talking about the hernia surgery, pain and stuff. Like, I was really pissy for about 6 weeks about this shit, right? And then the last week, I was really, really pissy. And I just kept asking, how is this for me? How is this for me? One thing that really came up, this might really, was I going to share this today? Okay, so you guys ever heard of past lives, right? Past life clearings, yeah. Okay. My wife does the past life clearings. She does this thing called SRT, where, I mean, she got the master's highest level you can get, took all the classes and all the courses and practiced for hundreds of hours. And it's just such a beautiful divine system. It's so divine I didn't understand it at first, where I took a few of the basic classes. But she's expanded it beyond what the papers and what she does. So past life clearings, okay. Maybe, see, if everything is the eternal now, and we believe that everything is the eternal now, then all past lives are happening simultaneously now. Just this piece of consciousness that was projected into this physical form is unaware of that. But there's the part that projected itself into this physical form, spirit, wherever frequency and level that sucker is, she is able to experience itself in all past and future selves simultaneously. Because it's not a linear time. That's a construct. Okay, just try not to intellectualize that too much. So if it's a past life that's happening, it's actually happening to me now. So a lot of people that are in pain and suffering, they're starting to realize, like, oh, this isn't even mine. This is past life shit. Cool. The cool thing about it not being past life, like like some people think all they do is incarnate as fucking humans. Dude, stop. Like, do you know how many different levels of dimensions there are, and fucking alternate fucking realities and planets and species? Like, being here at this time and being human is fucking amazing. There's a conscious shift happening and creation happening, going from so far from the dark into the light, and us making that choice that, as far as I've been told, it's never happened this way, and it will never happen this way ever again exactly like this. And it's phenomenal, and it's grabbing a lot of attention from a lot of energies. Yes. Oh, I've got to read that, Sam, in a second here for sure. That's a good one. So what's a past life then? Okay, so what was happening for me, I was kind of getting into, you guys have probably heard about him, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I was like, okay, I like the way he describes things because he's a doctor, he's very mental about things, but he puts in a very, solid experience of his teachings as well. So it's spiritual and also very, very mental. It's very fascinating. Check him out if you want. I like the book right now. I'm reading Becoming Supernatural. But however, he was talking about there's one time where he was meditating and he saw like literally the linear timeline just kind of move, and he found himself in his backyard barefoot walking on the cold grass. He noticed he was looking back into his window, and as himself in the present moment just recently, that self was looking out at the garden, and he remembered feeling a sense of love, and he was looking out at the garden, and he noticed he was his future self watching his present self. Very fascinating. And that's kind of sometimes what deja vu is, by the way. A little side note is you're like, oh, I've experienced this before, because it's a bleeding of the future self of that alternate reality is bleeding through into this present moment and into this reality. And for me, that's just a great sign that I'm on the path, right? Every time there's a deja vu, I'm on the path. I'm aligning to my true self. So what was really interesting, we're still talking about past lives here, okay? And the linear time frame of it not being linear. So he immediately started to have a vision of a past life, right? And while he was talking about, and for most of us on this call, most likely being, the powerful beings of light that we are, we've in this world and maybe others, in the past, when you speak your truth of consciousness in a planet that is designed to hold fear and unconsciousness, and you're going to break people free from that, right? And start teaching beautiful things like I am sharing with you now. In the past, we'd be fucking tortured and killed for that shit. So that carries with us in this body. That's why a lot of us hide. And that's why we don't show up and shine our light. And it goes beyond that. So point is, I saw my fucking past life. And long story short, you guys ever seen Braveheart at the end where they like playing his fucking guts and shit, and they try to get him to fucking renounce, right? So hernia 1, hernia 2. I saw that, and this hernia, I'm like, that's how this is for me. I literally, see, my soul is cool. It didn't show me all the gnarly stuff. It just made me relate to the movie, and I always wondered why that part of that movie stuck in my head as much. That's why I'm actually healing the past life of being tortured for speaking this truth, because I'm safe and I can do it here in this moment. So as I'm doing that in this moment, I can change my past self, because if this moment changes, then the past has already changed, because it is this moment. So the person that got tortured, well, if I'm safe and I'm not hiding and I'm speaking my truth here and I'm living out my divine purpose, this can do the same. This will do the same. So those past lives that we believe gave us so much fucking trouble, we're actually saving them the pain and struggle. You don't have to take my word for that. There's something to that where I just believe that's more true. It just feels more true, and I've seen it. And so my point of all this is, how is this for me? Hernia surgery, how is this for me? Yeah? Well, I just asked. And honestly, like if I tried to figure that out intellectually, how is this for me? Fuck you. What are you talking about? I just got cut open fucking 14 months ago, and it's 30 fucking grand. And now they want to fucking charge me another 30 fucking grand. I actually lucked out. My wife got me some really cool insurance, so it wasn't too hefty of a copay. But it's like, fuck you. How is this for me? Like, I get that, guys. Like, fuck you, Isaac. Like, what do you mean, how is this beneficial for me? Go fuck yourself. Like, this shit fucking is not cool. And that's what my body was saying. I'm like, oh shit. Cool, man. Like, all right, I get you. You want to be fucking pissed right now. You want to fucking feel heard and express yourself. And I mean, I was venting to everyone at the office yesterday. It was so funny, and they're all so sweet. And they just listened to me, and it just was such a beautiful experience. However, I'm consciously aware of that. And I said, how is this for me? When I realized that I was changing the futures of my past selves who had been hurt, that they will never be hurt in that way. I was meditating in my sauna. How was this for me? I just had a big smile on my face and I felt all this beautiful life force energy. The truth of what I am, passion, love, joy, excitement move through my system. And all that fear just started to dissolve. And then I realized like, oh shit, I love this hernia. Like, look at the gift that this has given me. The amount of energies that I let go of, I may never be able to fully grasp or intellectualize. It could be that expansive. Part of me knows, but all of these pieces working together, my brain probably wouldn't understand that. So it's pretty phenomenal. So I don't go to clear past lives as much as what I do in this life changes every experience I'm having now. It's pretty fascinating. So I'm pleased to be here on planet Earth. I'm pleased to be on what used to be one of the most unconscious planets in the cosmos, so far in the dark, because now with me and all of my family who are showing up here, meaning you guys, you think it's by accident? Just the fact we're here means we're powerful fucking beings, and we wanted to be here, and we came here as an act of service, and all that shit you think is yours probably is not. It's just stuff that you came down to feel, to notice create the unconscious belief system, to create your reality, to create the distortions in the body, to dismember them, to then remember and let go of the distortions and align more into your true self, to then be your core unique expression as divinity in form. Word, divinity in form. In the beginning there was word, Christ consciousness moving through this form. And I still keep my personality, and I keep this beautiful body, and I just love it more, and I let it be more healthy, and I give it what it asks for. I'm enjoying living and the sensuality and the life force energy. It's all pretty amazing stuff. And it's like, wow, thank you for this hernia surgery. I appreciate you. Even though that part of me, my body, all the way up till yesterday was like, fuck you. I'm fucking super fucking pissed. And that's not a true statement. Like the I am of what I am is never pissed. It only knows itself in truth. So the I am is always in love, peace, and joy. So I felt angry. The body was feeling angry. I noticed the thoughts about what it felt like in my body. So I just let the emotions be there. Let go of the thoughts. Now, how many people you can walk up to and be like, how was your hernia surgery? Oh, I'm so grateful for my hernia. I love it. It helped me clear so much stuff. It made me a millionaire. I don't know what it fucking did for me. It just bought me a fucking house. I don't know. Whatever it dissolved were things I don't prefer, and things that I may have been holding on to unconsciously. So when it comes up, I can feel it. I don't have to fucking intellectualize it. It's a shortcut. It's a key. It's not really a shortcut. It's just the way things are. And it's so simple. I just stopped making it complicated. Change it, move it, let it dissolve, acknowledge, focus on what you prefer. It's like, cool, thanks. Maybe I just cleared 1,000 fucking root paradigms right there. On to the next, because it's a daily practice for me, and I don't stop. Obviously, I just had my hernia surgery yesterday. I'm sitting here fucking dropping this shit down to you guys. I feel fantastic. I feel inspired. I love this. I am inspired. I'll do this all goddamn day long. You guys want to keep watching me? I'll do it all damn day. I just sit here, you guys can hang out with, I'll play video games. I play video games, and I have these downloads, I guess we can call them, or I just have fucking realizations, and I'm giving myself fucking healings playing video games. It's fucking awesome. Because I get to still play video games and get these amazing messages. Because I get my brain out of the way sometimes playing video games. Unless I move into the addiction, then I'm playing video games to suppress and push down. But that just hasn't been the case lately. Or ever again. I'm going to get to some of these comments. You guys are awesome. Okay. And Michelle Valley. Yep, you're right on that one. Deja vu is a confirmation of where your path is leading you, your highest beneficial past. Okay. Someone, and I'm sorry for the shaky phone stuff here. Someone needs to hear this if you have kids or family members. This is Samantha, by the way. If you have kids or family members, your healing will be noticed and your example will be followed. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Every day for me. It's my reality, baby. And if my wife needs something, if I need something from my wife and she's on her own journey and it's not coming through the way I need it to, I'll give it to myself. And guess what happens that fucking day? I'll start getting what I need from her. It's fucking amazing. It will be noticed. It will be followed. Since beginning this work, the bond between my daughter and me, wow, has been strengthened. Wow, 100 million times. She is learning as I learn and is making the changes and evolving as I wish I had in my 20s. The work heals generations forward and back, and I will die on that hill. Word, dude, that's intense. I love it. But that's it. And like the thing with you, like wishing you'd done it in your 20s, fuck, we all do, right? That's what I fucking did. The cool thing is, that's why the kids right now that are being born, they're born with more consciousness and more awareness of who they are, because we fucking took that shit in for the collective to pull it, to fucking deal with it here in our fucking systems, to alchemize it and to fucking dissolve it so they can come into a world of more consciousness so they could forget less who they are. Because like I said, Earth used to be the most unconscious planet in the cosmos. It is no longer there. So Samantha, thank you for your service, and thank you for being batshit crazy in your 20s, just like me. Right? That's just it just happens. And these kids today, like, I fucking love hanging around these kids. They're just they're conscious. You can like talk conscious stuff to them and they absorb it and get it. And they teach me shit all the time. I can relate to them. It's fantastic. Huh? And they feel the energy shifts too. Like they know when you're full of shit. You know what I mean? And they know when you're on point. That's what Michelle's saying. Michelle Valley, I love you. Yep, you just get it more thoroughly every time. See, this is why repetition. This is what I talk about, guys. Like, you think a year is a long time in an academy to learn this stuff? It's not. It's not a long time. It'll be over before you fucking know it, and you'll be gifted with these understandings that you carry with you, and you just completely understand them more thoroughly every day, every week, whatever it is. And so that's what Michelle Valley is saying is I just now more thoroughly understood what you've been saying. All this shit going on with my neck may be for present and past me's. If it's happening now, it is most likely for the present you and the past yous that are in the present asking to be fucking seen and acknowledged and let go of and change their future so they don't have to get their heads chopped off anymore. That's what I notice a lot of neck issues is people getting their heads chopped off. Or hung. Yeah, that's a fun one. I haven't been shown any of those, just them ripping my guts out. That was fun.
Mine is burning alive.
And Candace was burning alive. Yeah, we're getting dark here. Okay. That's okay. What is the darkness? The darkness is there because if every day is a sunny fucking day, what's a sunny day? Right? Yes, Poppy. Yes. Michelle Poppy. Third chakra mastermind. Get downloads. Yeah, and the less I think I have to know, the more I know. The more my true mind can share with me. It's really just getting the intellect out of the way. That is literally the number one thing that helped me finally experience the 15 years of all the fucking cool spiritual shit I took and the books that I read and the hours and the classes and the money and all the stuff that happened over these times. When I learned the difference between thoughts and feelings, to be curious about my thoughts, to feel my feelings, to let go of whatever I can, to step into the unknown. And once I did that, it changed everything. So that's the difference between mental spirituality and true spiritual growth. That's why, a lot of people come up and they'll do these things and they just regurgitate shit they hear because they're just trying to find some happy balance in their mind, right? So what I share with you guys, I do this every day. And I would say in my more unconscious times up until now that I really had no fucking choice because it's just showing up in front of me now. It's like here. Consequences aren't bad. It's just like you do this, you get more of what you prefer. You do this and choosing to see and play in that game and choosing that, you get more of what you don't prefer. Oh, I think I'll let go of that, acknowledge it and love it. It dissolves back into who I am, which then I can focus that energy more on what I prefer and step in the unknown Because usually what I prefer is in the unknown because I haven't fucking understood it in this life. I haven't experienced the unknown yet. The physical mind can only be in the present moment and the past. So where I want to be is the unknown. So if I keep choosing things that are hindering me from moving into what I prefer in the unknown, there must be some sort of benefit. And usually we think we're keeping ourselves safe because it's more beneficial to stay here, even though it's survival mode. And we run ragged in our thoughts, and we don't sit down and just relax and breathe and let things go. I got to figure out life out or I'll fucking die. Well, that's keeping us safe. Whereas if we move into the unknown, I don't know how to keep myself alive. So that may cause more pain. So I believe this is more beneficial than what I actually prefer and say I want. So fascinating stuff. I think I've done 100 fucking lives on that one, but shit, it just bears repeating. Like I could talk about that every fucking time and you guys could understand it 1,000 different ways. So this is it. This is what we're doing. This is like what my students, Candace's students, they're fucking eating this shit up, man. It is literally structures, keys. We've found the keys to each structure. It's fucking awesome. Discovery calls. Oh, sorry, Bear, forgot to mention that. I just love coming here and talking shit, but like really right now, guys, what we're looking for is discovery calls. If you guys are interested in any of this stuff I'm saying and are mildly interested, even if it's like a 2% interest, which I'm sure there's much, much more interest in taking the academy, DM me. DM Candy Box. Okay, that's Candace Box, Candy Box for short. And just we'll schedule, I'll send you a link so we can schedule a discovery call for you. Okay, and you'll hear more about this awesome stuff and how it works for you. It's really that great.
Celebrate your pain and suffering.
And my wife says, celebrate your pain and suffering. Right, Poppy? Yeah, she says the mind needs a mundane task to quiet down and feel safe. Yeah, so when you're giving it a mundane task, what you're not doing is you're not focusing on your fucking thoughts. That's why people like to stay busy and do tasks. It keeps their mind distracted from the mind talking to itself and the thoughts focusing on the thoughts. That's the cycle. So when you can do those mundane tasks and you realize what you're actually doing is meditating and you're coming more from your consciousness and you are more in the present moment when you do that, you will start doing that wherever you are, whether or not you're doing a task or not. Like you will be doing that. Like the feelings that I was very aware. This is in my body. My body does not feel safe. It doesn't like the hernia of what happened last time, and it's coming up now to be seen. And then you add all the other stuff that I talked about earlier with the past lives and stuff. Without a thought. Without a fucking thought. I noticed the thoughts. And they go by like trees on the side of the road. One after another. I'm just experiencing and letting go, experiencing and letting go. We were taught to hold on to everything, try to find a safe place to balance in our mind. Right? Joy. Jala! What's up, buddy? Jumping on to see your old pal Isaac talk some shit to everybody. Jala gets this stuff. She's top notch, man. She's going through it. We're talking about pain and suffering. And life's a bitch and then you die. That's actually the title of this. And I think I can, I think I can, wrap it up with that. Raji, I haven't seen you forever, brother. Hello. The whole theme of this, if you guys have, watching the replay or how long you've been on or whatever it is, I'm tying this in. Life's a bitch and then you die. That's what I titled this. Partly because I just think I'm really fucking funny. And, some other people think I'm funny too, but I really don't give a shit. I just love my authentic expressions of my silly ways that I speak to share love and energy. It's cuss words. It doesn't make it a bad word. Just feel the energy behind it. I put lots of key codes in the word fuck. Fucking shit, fuck. There's just a lot of love there. If you don't feel that, I can't help you with that. You might be in a paradigm of thinking words are actually bad. All right? So fuck, shit. Or I can say, with a different frequency, I don't even know if I want to try it. Oh yeah, I fucking really love you, man. You're fucking great. You're fucking awesome. Yeah. Feel the difference? I'm making different faces too, but Fuck our shit. Fuck it. Yeah, it's fun. In fact, Michelle says, wow, just had a past, present life integrated. Like now, yep, that's it. I knew you'd get it. This is what it just let it, thousands of them. Just let them go. Don't follow the thoughts. Just be there, feel the feeling. Let it integrate and move. I felt pretty nauseous for about 30 minutes when I was integrating, maybe 20 minutes. I was in the car, like, oh, this is where we're doing it? Got it. So, life is pain and suffering in a way. And what I've experienced is with the hernia surgery, where life is pain and suffering and is all this shit. At the same time, I was conscious of the part of myself that knows no pain and suffering. So as my body is going through what it considers pain and suffering, which I will never minimize for you guys, most likely won't ever, I could still hold a place of being observant, the part of me that chose to come down here to experience those things, but it never feels those things. It's just this body is what's designed to feel this way. The emotional body, the mental body is meant to hold the structures to experience the things that who I truly am can never experience, because it can never experience itself outside of truth at those other levels of dimension. So breathe into the pain. Breathe into it. Don't focus and reinforce it. Let go of your thoughts. Follow the formula. Where did I get this shit from? Who does this belong to? Right? Past lives. Parents, who knows? How is this for me? When you need to know the answer will show up. It's that simple. And I'll let you guys end with this. I think it's something I wrote on Monday's content it's a post. When you stop needing to know, you will get what you need to know. I got to memorize my own quotes here. Fuck, man. Get out of the intellect. Let the true power of what you are run the show. The intellect just says, okay, I'll go that way. Okay, I feel the alignment. Okay, I'll move in that way. Just gives permission. Oh, I give permission to feel this fucking pain that was stored years ago or lifetimes ago, pain that I've been holding on. Give permission to feel that. Right? We can be safe. We can feel that. We can let that go. So here I am, man, running a fucking business for myself for the past 13 years. Running a business now with my fucking wife, new home, new world, like all new relationship, all these interesting things, new body, just one thing after another. And I've never, ever shut down, never just put the brakes on and quit everything. That's just not my personality anymore. I know where I'm going, it's inspired. And I know everything is happening for me. And if I can't see it, I still ask the goddamn question. Now, am I still always happy about it? Fuck, of course not, dude. Like, I don't want to be fucking dealing with this fucking hernia. I'm not fucking happy about that. At the same time, how is this for me? Like, I don't fucking know. That's the point. I don't know. Neither do you. But maybe you think you do. Maybe that's where we get stuck. Or we think we're stuck. Where life could be a series of reflections of things we think we know and believe to be true, most of which are unconscious, most of which are suppressing feelings we don't want to feel. Okay? This is it. So this is how I redefine the struggle in life. The struggle is real. Life is hard. Life's a bitch and then you die. Work hard. Be like this. You know, men or don't cry. Whatever the fuck ideas that I may or may not have bought over the years. But like whichever ones I bought, I'm fucking returning those fuckers. And if I bought them for 5 cents, I don't know what kind of compound interest I put in on that shit. But as I return it, and I'm like, I don't really believe this anymore. I don't believe this was ever true. The ROI is ridiculous. I mean, it's like millions of dollars. It's like I bought that for 5 cents, but I'm getting this $1 million return because I learned the lessons and I moved into skillful practices. So everything that was challenging for me, it wasn't hard, it's just a challenge because it's strengthening the aspect. It's a theme that I came down here to overcome. And I wouldn't be fucking down here if I couldn't overcome it. Right? And when you have doubts of that, that's the clear indication that we're operating from the small self or the physical mind that just doesn't believe it because it hasn't experienced any of it yet. So that's where we got to let go of that, step into the unknown, have the experience first, so you become it. And then you do from the being, and then you have. The external world changes around that, okay? But not always. The external world necessarily doesn't have to change. It's just how you deal and respond to things internally. And that changes everything. And that's a whole nother topic, which I think I might talk about on next Wednesday workshop. So, love you guys. This was a kick-ass live. I had so much fun doing it. And finish. Okay, listen, discovery calls. Book your discovery calls. I want to talk to you. DM me. June 2nd, class starts June 2nd. Blah, blah, blah. Love you. If you like this dope ass shit that I'm laying down, like, subscribe, and share. New Paradigm Healing, baby. Love ya.